If you've ever lived up north or at least driven through during the winter, then you probably already know just how dangerous frozen roadways can be. The Texas Department of Transportation isn't expecting any problems with black ice, but it's ready just in case. If you do come up on TxDOT crews, don't pass them up. Odds are the road ahead of them is much worse than what's behind. Plus, the ice rock can really mess up that beautiful paint job on your car. And be sure to slow down and leave plenty of extra room between yourself and the car in front of you to prevent an accident. Avoid using the cruise control. You never know when you could come upon that ice that you weren't expecting. And turn on your headlights even during the day so other drivers can see you better. You also want to make sure that you fill up your tank with gas so you don't get stuck out in the freezing cold somewhere. And while you're out here at the gas station, another good idea is to wipe down your headlights and your windshield. Be especially careful this weekend going over bridges and overpasses since they're the first to freeze. If you do come across some ice, don't slam on your brakes. Brake lightly so you don't skid. Using lower gears will help your car keep its traction, especially going up hills. And just because your car or truck says all-wheel drive or 4x4 doesn't mean it's immune to winter roads. It can skid out too. And finally, be sure to pack up an emergency bag that you keep in your car, carrying things like a warm blanket, flashlight, even matches and candles. And if you do get stuck out in the cold, you want to make sure you have things like a first aid kit and snacks until you're able to get to safety. In Beaumont, Shane Doyle, 12 News. When officers arrived at the hidden location alongside the 8400 block of Wilson Avenue, they found around 80 roosters locked up in cages. They also found a Hispanic man feeding them. He called 2 other men out who admitted they owned some of the birds, but they say they were raising them to eat. Investigators, however, aren't buying that story.
When we saw the birds staked out like this, so many roosters, then we know it's more going on than them just raising roosters out here. So it's, we have to take action to break it up. And the owners of these birds, they know what's going on.
Investigators checked the surrounding area but were unable to find a pit or ring that would be used for a fight. And while there's no clear-cut evidence that these roosters are being used for cockfighting, police say things like these beer cans out here suggest that they are being used for illegal activities. Cockfighting is a felony and was outlawed in Texas back in 1907. Louisiana, on the other hand, just made it illegal last year. This has led to a recent surge in cockfighting here in Southeast Texas. Police now want to bring those involved in this operation to justice.
There'll be a follow-up investigation of this and people interviewed and the landowner interviewed, and hopefully some people will be facing some criminal charges.
Without any hard evidence, however, they may find it difficult to press criminal charges. Officers say more than likely the suspects will be fined for violating a city ordinance which makes it illegal to own more than 10 birds inside city limits. In Port Arthur, Shane Doyle, 12 News. With Beaumont's unemployment rate topping 10%, jobs are a hot commodity these days. The Port of Beaumont hopes its new railroad improvement project will put some people back to work. When the project's done, the port expects its shipping to go up around 10 to 15%.
And that is directly correlated with the number of jobs. So we don't have an exact number on the number of jobs it would create, but we expect to go from 1,900 above 2,000.
The project will move the current rail car interchange to inside the port terminal. This will not only make the port more efficient, but it should help eliminate some downtown congestion too. The project also includes removing 4 of the 5 sets of railroad tracks behind City Hall. That'll open up a large stretch of Nature's riverfront property that could be used for just about anything. From hotels to restaurants, the possibilities are endless.
Just dream big. The first step in that whole process is having the property available, and that's what this does.
The Port of Beaumont is crucial to our U.S. military, handling about 40% of the cargo shipped out to our troops in Iraq. The rail improvements are designed to speed up the loading of that cargo, ensuring that it gets over to our troops around the world much quicker.
Actually meet our nation's strategic objectives because we'll be able to project our power where we need it, when we need it, on time.
Fort Hood and Killeen sends out around 4 unit trains filled with military cargo every day. Right now, the Port of Beaumont can only handle about half that amount on a daily basis. Rail improvements, however, should get the port up to par. In Beaumont, Shane Doyle, 12 News.